and welcome back to the Pilot House. We have recently arrived in Elizabeth Harbor near Georgetown at the southern tip of the Exuma Keys in the Bahamas. This harbor is super popular with cruisers for its beautiful waters, protected anchorages, and a beehive of social activities. My favorite part of being here is that I've met lots of other cruising families with kids. Each afternoon when we're finished with homeschool, we all rendezvous on Chat and Chill Beach to run, swing, play volleyball, and just hang out. I've had so much fun getting to know these kids and seeing what life is like on their boats. I thought you might like to meet some of them too. Let's go! Meet Aaron and Geneva, who are on a one-year sailing adventure with their parents. They started in the Great Lakes, cruised through Canada, and then down the East Coast, finally ending up here in the warm waters of the Bahamas. Aaron is 13 years old and Geneva is 12. Now meet Brian, Anne-Marie, and Brady. They cruise during every school year with their parents aboard their sailing catamaran. They've been doing this for about 7 years, so they have a lot of cruising experience.
Okay, this is for the blooper reel.
Brian is 9 years old, Brady is 13, and Anne-Marie is 11. I thought it would be fun to ask all of them a few questions to get a feel for their cruising life. So Anne-Marie, what is your favorite part about living on a boat?
I'd have to say, windy days when we're able to put up the spinnaker.
That you can go swimming every day and, get done with your schoolwork real fast.
I have to say, going to all the places in the Bahamas are really beautiful.
It's probably just going around and traveling, meeting new people, seeing sights.
I like the people you meet and how nice they are. I really like the cruiser kids as well, like you guys.
Yeah, it is really fun to meet people, and I'm really glad we met you guys. But unfortunately, not everything can be perfect. So what's your least favorite part about living on a boat and cruising?
Probably not having a shower room and saying goodbye to all the cruiser friends.
Probably when you're dragging in a big storm. That's always scary.
When we go to people's boats, it gets really wavy and you get all salty.
I'm really going to have to agree with Brian on this one. I really don't like big squalls.
I hate doing chores.
Doing chores. What kind of chores do you have to do?
I sweep the galley. Clean the cockpit. But my least favorite is making my bed.
A lot of them are the same as, normal everyday chores, but there's some that are like raising the sails, dropping the sails.
We have to do dishes every night. Sometimes we have to wax the hull, and every night we put the dinghy up.
We have to make our beds every morning.
Washing the dishes, pulling up the dinghy, pulling up the anchor.
How does homeschool work here?
It works really good, actually, because our parents can check everything, and we get to start early and end early.
Right after the morning net ends at like 8:30, we get out our books and do, just about everything everybody else does. And then we usually get finished up at 12 to 1, and then we have time for everything else during the day.
We do homeschooling from usually about 6:30 to about 10 to 12. So it's really a short day, but it's really nice because then you don't have to spend all day in school.
Well, it's hard some days and easy some days.
Well, we start in the morning and usually go up to 12 to 1. It's really hard sometimes. My least favorite subject is definitely grammar.
I can agree with that. What is your favorite adventure that you've been on?
I love going to Puerto Rico. It's so pretty.
My favorite kind of adventures are probably really long travels. Like, my favorite travel was probably the one from, I think it was here to Puerto Rico. It was 6 days. It was really fun.
We've had a lot of cool adventures, some in Canada and some down here. They've all been really cool, all the different places that we've been, such as the Blue Hole in Long Island that we got to jump off the cliffs.
I really like long passages, day nights. Those are always fun. Standing watches.
I like to have adventures in the water. So I like snorkeling, and when we go spearfishing, it's really cool to see all the different colored fish and the pufferfish and the lionfish, barracuda.
I've had a blast meeting and playing with these cruising kids. It's fun to know there are others out here like me on adventures with their parents. I look forward to meeting other new kids along the way, and I hope to run into these new friends again too. See you around the seas!